Welcome back and thanks for stopping by. Happy St. Stephen's Day to all my followers and I hope you're having a good Christmas. Okay, so in this video I'm going to rank my top 10 favourite albums released in 2024. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, and if you could hit the like, comment, share and hit the notification bell, all those things help my channel out and I greatly appreciate it. Let's dive straight in here. Album number 10 of my top 10 albums of 2024 is Jack White's No Name. It was released on the 19th of July and a really solid album, I have to say. What you'd expect from Jack White from his White Stripes days. Very stripped back, very raw. A lot of stuff in this album is untuned, which is refreshing to hear in this day and age where everything is quantized and auto-tuned. Yeah, Jack just lets it all hang out on this album, and a really good rock album, so I suggest you go check that one out. No Name. At number 9 is The Black Crowes with Happiness Bastards. This album really caught me by surprise. It was released on the 15th of March and I wasn't expecting much from it, but when I had a listen through, it's a brilliant rock album, like there's no doubt about it, absolutely top drawer. The only criticism I'd have is that the drums sound a little bit too processed in my opinion. So go have a listen to that album, guys, let me know what you think. But it's a really good rock album, Black Crowes. At number 8, it's David Gilmour's Looking Strange, the latest album from the former guitar player of Pink Floyd, or current guitar player of Pink Floyd. Are Pink Floyd even a band anymore? Who knows? Okay, that album was released on the 6th of September and yeah, I have to say, really like this album. Really does sound like Dave Gilmour and Pink Floyd. Like there's some stuff on there, I believe, from Rick Wright and also some stuff from his wife and his daughter. But yeah, good album. Go check it out. If you like Pink Floyd, I'm sure you'll like this album. Number 7 is Smashing Pumpkins' Agori Mori May. This one was released on the 2nd of August. I have a full review on this album on my channel. If you scroll back through, or I might leave a link below, you can tap into that one. But yeah, I thought this was a return to form from the Smashing Pumpkins. Their last few albums have been a little bit all over the map stylistically. So it was good to see them get back to, you know, guitar-based rock music, which is, in my opinion, what they do best. So yeah, go check that one out. Coming in at number 6 is The Invincible Shield from Judas Priest. Again, great to see Judas Priest still making music and still releasing albums. They did a tour last year supporting this album. They also are planning a tour next year, but I don't think they have a Dublin date. Hoping that might change. But yeah, Invincible Shield's a great album. Again, I think the drums sound a bit processed, but that seems to be the way a lot of these albums are made these days. You know, budget and time constraints. It's just easier to have quantized drums, programmed drums, than actually bring in a real drummer. And they sound close, but to be honest, my ear can definitely hear the difference. So I'll be interested to see what people think of that one. Coming in at number 5 this year was Deep Purple's Equals One. Fantastic album. Absolutely brilliant. No processed drums on this one for sure. New guitar player came in, of course. Steve Morse had to leave the band to look after family matters, and he was replaced by Belfast guitarist Simon McBride, who is phenomenal on this album. Go check it out if you haven't already. That one was released on the 20th of July, but absolutely brilliant. That's coming in at number 5 from Deep Purple. Coming in at number 4 is Green Day Saviors, a brilliant album. It was released on the 19th of January, so we've had the full year to listen to this one. Green Day were on tour in the summer. I caught them at Marley Park in Dublin. Absolutely phenomenal. They played some songs off this album, and this album is a rocker. It's absolutely brilliant. It's probably not up there with American Idiot or Ducky, but it's a very close third to those albums, I think. So yeah, go check it out there. Green Day Saviors, released on the 19th of January. Coming in at number 3 is an Irish band, Fontaines DC, and their album Romance. It was released on the 23rd of August. These are probably the newest or youngest band in my list. A lot of the artists on my list are legacy artists because I love classic rock and old school rock and prog and metal. So obviously I'm going to be more interested in older artists because there's not a lot of that's good around these days. But Fontaines DC are certainly trailblazing a path for themselves in music. They're a brilliant band. And this album is a step forward for them in terms of production and maybe a jump into the mainstream. But at their base, I still think they're an alternative rock band or a punk band, whatever you want to call that. They don't deviate too far from the roots, and Romance is a fantastic album. If you get a chance to check it out, please do. So that was number 3. Coming in at number 2, Pearl Jam, Dark Matter. I think it's the only album that was released this year that I actually bought on CD. It's tucked in here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, brilliant album. Again, when this was released back in April, hard to believe, 19th of April. I gave this a full review on my channel, so definitely go check that one out. Saw them in the summer in Marley Park. They played the majority of this album live. Absolutely brilliant. I think it's a great album. Again, the drums I think sound a bit processed on some of the tracks, particularly Dark Matter. Find it hard to listen to. I think the drums are a bit quantized or over the top there. Have a listen, let me know what you think. But that turned me off a little bit. But you know, there is great songs on this album. There's no doubt about it. Like Scared of Fear, React, Respond, Wreckage is one of my favourite. Upper Hand, Waiting for Stevie, Running, Something Special. So yeah, really good album. Pearl Jam, Dark Matter coming in at number 2. And coming in at number 1, it is Jerry Cantrell, I Want Blood. Released on the 18th of October. An absolute classic from the Alice in Chains guitarist. It was his 4th solo album, so a lot of people didn't really know what to expect. The last album was a little bit more of a soft rock direction, but this one is going for the metal and the hard rock, no doubt about it. Real grunge sounding album, and certainly fits in with a lot of the other Alice in Chains stuff he's done. Sounds more like an Alice in Chains album than a solo Jerry Cantrell album, but definitely go check that out. I Want Blood by Jerry Cantrell, my favourite album of the year. So let me know what your top 10 albums of the year were in the comments below, guys. I'm really interested to know what people thought, you know, of the albums and the music that was released this year. I thought it was a quite strong year for music releases, to be honest, certainly for rock and metal. And if you let me know in the comments below, you might give me some ideas of bands I haven't heard of or great albums I haven't heard of that I need to get on board with and I need to seek out and see. So please do leave comments below. Let me know what I should be listening to and what your top 10 are. And I will talk to you on the next video. Bye for now.